Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome back to Talk to Me with Jed. I hope you're having an absolutely fantastic time wherever you are, whenever you are. I hope you're shining and glistening. You can see where I am. The sun is shining. It is a wonderful day, but it's one where I have been super relaxed. I have not been out and enjoying the crazy weather. I trained this morning and that was wonderful, but I am definitely exhausted. So funnily enough, speaking on the last episode about taking a break, taking time to reflect and grow, funny now that coming back to it, I definitely haven't taken enough time this week to relax, reflect and grow. And that culminates in me saying this was going to be a daily podcast, a daily vlog that has now gone 4 days without an upload. Great way to start. Consistency is key. So I'm putting my hand up. I'm saying I am very aware that I promised some consistency that hasn't arrived, but now shall arrive. I was reminded by a very important and incredible human being in my life that I promised to do this on a regular basis, on an everyday thing, and I haven't. So I'm gonna get that going from now. Hold me accountable, please, as I would like you to hold yourself accountable. So the first thing of the day, the first thing that we talk about on every one of these episodes is appreciation, our appreciation post. So today's appreciation talk goes to Hasan Minhaj. He is an Indian American stand-up comedian, political commentator. There are two ways in which I know him best. One was from doing incredible talk pieces and comedic pieces on the Daily Show with Trevor Noah. He would expose some stuff, make people look really foolish and outright ignorant, which is what they are. So that's quite nice. And also on his Netflix special, his Netflix series, The Patriot Act, which in my opinion is the best and cleanest form of choreographed presentation I've ever seen in my life. He has it comes across as live as well. It's in a live audience, but he has the change of camera, the movement, the slideshow presentation in the background, timing perfectly. It's incredibly well rehearsed, clearly well written, well choreographed, and it all comes together because of his incredible character, his incredible timing, and his knowledge on anything he's talking about. So I'd recommend that. But then also from the thing that stood out the most to me, one of his most pivotal and powerful pieces for me was his special, which I think is called Homecoming King, in which he talks about the experience of being an Indian American Muslim in America and his family's experiences of that. That ties in also with high school angst, comedy, and jokes about other things that are so much sillier. He ties in the depth and the surface level humor so well, and it's a pleasure to see. So the appreciation post today goes to Hasan Minhaj. Absolutely incredible. I recommend checking them out. So I want to talk to you today about movies, because for me, movies are the greatest form of storytelling we have. I love songs, and I spoke quite passionately about Eurovision on the last episode. I adore TV shows like Breaking Bad, Game of Thrones, The Boys I've just finished, which is a great show. Dear White People, all of these are fantastic, and they get to tell a story in long form. You get to see how characters grow over years, and that's awesome. Some shows have gone on forever. There's an anime, a Japanese animated show called One Piece that has over 1,000 episodes, and I can imagine the depth of connection that you feel to those characters from that long form version of storytelling is incredibly powerful. The same is true with a lot of adventure stories, these books that are written over 20-30 years, just series dropping and you feel this deep connection. But for me, my favourite form of storytelling has got to be movies. It is in my opinion, the best way to tell a concise story. And I was having a conversation with Ethan, the person I live with, that we would love to just see a movie made to be just that, a single movie. Because now it feels almost every single story a movie created is being told to have sequels and prequels and to be made others. We'd love to see just a single story return, because I think when movies are confined to just being a single story within a vacuum, They are held to rules of being clean with execution, of finishing off storylines, and having a true character arc, so that we can get all the fulfillment, all the energy and the feel out of a character and a story without longing it out, without waiting another 2 years. I remember watching Infinity War, knowing that at the end of it, spoiler alert for Infinity War, by the way, but at the end of Infinity War, when Thanos powers up, has all of the Infinity Stones and clicks his fingers, I knew I then had to wait for a month, at least 12 months to go and see what happens as a result of that. And I love those stories and I love those films, but there is something lost when you do not have a complete story. There's also something gained when you have that deeper connection throughout the years. But for that reason, my favourite movie is City of God. City of God is a beautiful movie. It's a Brazilian movie. I think came out in the early 2000s, maybe before, based on around two characters who start in the same area in the City of God, which is an area, a fairly poor area outside the city of Rio de Janeiro. And they go on two diverging paths, complete opposite paths. One goes down the storyline of becoming a drug dealer and the biggest drug dealer in the City of God, a lifestyle of deals with the devil and murder and gang warfare. And the other one goes down a completely different path, a path of wanting to follow a career and a passion, and that passion is photography. And it really represents the characters because it is beautiful. It is beautifully shot, but the story is brutal. And you feel the two lines of narrative, the artist and the gangster, and you feel that beautiful imagery with the brutality of the story come together. It is true storytelling and it is an art form. If I recommend any movie to you this year, it is City of God. Please check it out. But that brings us to the end of the episode. Guys, I hope you have a fantastic day. Tune back in for tomorrow because it's going to be even better. Let's go.